How many of your community has been deported to Mexico, or something says, and what are the tools of support that the people that are deported that are undocumented queer?
I think recently we have seen more support and more petitions addressing like immigrant detainees who are queers. So I haven't seen that before. I think in the last year we've seen more of those petitions, but I wouldn't be able to tell you like an exact number.
Curious if anybody can speak to intergenerational work. Particularly, you're talking about Southern California and the LA area. There's been a long history of asylum cases and all sorts of other stuff that's been happening for a long time within that area and many other areas as well, in terms of queer communities, trans, people, and within Latino and other undocumented migrant communities. So I'm just wondering if anybody can talk about what that relationship is like with people who are older activists or who have been involved in that previously, and what you might see in the future for that, if anything.
It's really important to know that we are being inclusive, and as of right now, I'm including here in New Mexico, working with an Empower and the Transgender Center. Like we continue to have those conversations and start with a dialogue, because some communities are more progressive as others. Like just talking about being undocumented might be uncomfortable, so we have to respect that as well, but continue to engage conversation.
I did my research a lot more on DocuQueer. One of the things that struck me really interesting about going through some of the cases nationwide is the idea of transnational connections with other LGBTQ international organizations that are also looking, for example, some of the people who are facing proceedings, if they go back to their country, they could, they face, being killed or being prosecuted by the government's law. So how is it like? How do you guys connect, to a bigger network?
There was this individual who lived in Canada, and he was queer, and he was being deported from Canada, and who reached out to Julio and asked him if he can support him with his case. So Julio drew him, and as you see on there. So sometimes we don't even have to do the research. That case happened naturally, and so you're able to build connections through that. But it's just that power of like media and how you can just reach out to the masses through the internet. And so that was really interesting in the case that happened.
This guy, Brazilian born, he's HIV positive. He's not open about being both undocumented and being queer, or being HIV positive, but he's literally dying in the detention center for not getting medication. So the fact is that if he were to be deported, like he will probably suffer maybe greater chances of surviving here and with medication, or actually or achieving a better health, because we know, like we all, like most of the third world countries don't have the advances and the privileges of getting HIV met. So we also talk about health disparities that our community suffers and don't have the same benefits. So it's nothing like he's stealing the benefit. He has been here for a long time. It's again, being caught up in the situation. So I mean, to me, it's pretty disgusting, forgive me, like it's a human right for people to be able to survive.
We want to thank our panelists, and also I want to say thank you for your hard work, for your continuous work. Congratulations on your successes, and the best as we move forward as a community together.
Thank you.